Let's be honest, leading a small group discussion can feel, well, a little intimidating. You really want to create that genuine connection, but that fear of awkward silences, or maybe saying the wrong thing, it's real. So, how do we build a space where people feel safe enough to truly open up? Let's dive into how to do just that.
If you've ever felt that little knot of anxiety in your stomach when you're asked to lead, you are definitely not alone. I mean, being responsible for creating a meaningful space for other people, that's a big deal. But the good news is there's a really simple, clear framework that can turn that nervousness into genuine confidence. And here it is. It's called the SHARE Protocol. It's an acronym and it stands for Sharing Honestly and Responding Empathetically. But it's so much more than just a clever name. It's basically your roadmap for guiding a conversation that is both incredibly deep and, most importantly, safe. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to cover what a share group actually is. Then we'll walk through how to set the stage. We're going to spend most of our time on the heart of sharing itself, then talk about how to wrap things up well, and we'll finish with some guiding principles just for you, the leader. All right, let's start with the absolute foundation. Because before you can lead one of these groups, you've really got to get the unique purpose behind it. It's all about creating a very specific kind of environment where true connection can actually happen. You know, sometimes the easiest way to understand what something is to be really clear on what it isn't. A share group is not a lecture where you're the teacher. It's not a debate where someone has to win. And it is absolutely not a counseling session where you're supposed to fix everybody's problems. It is a safe space, a place to be heard, and a chance to connect. Getting that distinction is just crucial. Okay, so with that foundation in mind, let's get super practical. How does a meeting actually flow? The beauty of this whole framework is its simple, repeatable structure. Let's walk through the 5 steps. This is it. This is your entire meeting right here on one slide. You welcome and connect, you open in prayer, you start the sharing time, you wrap up, and you close in prayer. Think of this as your recipe for a great session. Every step has a clear purpose. And get this, the whole process is designed to be incredibly respectful of everyone's time. You can have a really powerful, focused session in just 30 to 45 minutes. It's so manageable, both for you as the leader and for everyone who's showing up. All right, let's break down step 1. These first 5 minutes are absolutely critical. Your job here is to just radiate warmth and establish safety. And that simple sentence, "This is a safe space, what we share here stays here," is non-negotiable. You have to say it. It creates the container for everything else that's about to happen. Next up, for just a couple of minutes, you'll open in prayer. And this doesn't need to be long or complicated. Just keep it short, keep it simple. Ask for the ability for everyone to share honestly, and just as important, for everyone to listen with empathy. It just sets the right tone for the whole time together. Okay. Deep breath. We're now arriving at the very heart of the meeting. This is step 3, the sharing time itself. This is where the magic really happens, and it's where that SHARE acronym becomes your best friend as a guide. This block of time, about 15 to 30 minutes, is your main event. And you don't have to stress about what to say or do, because the pattern is literally spelled out for you. So let's break down each letter. S, H, A, R, E. First up, S is for share honestly. Your job is simply to open the door. You're not putting anyone on the spot, you're just creating a warm invitation. A simple, open-ended question like, "So, what spoke to you most from that?" is the perfect key to unlock the conversation. Next comes H for hear actively. And as the leader, this one starts with you. You put your phone away, you lean in, you make eye contact. You create an environment where the person speaking feels like they're the only one in the room. You have to protect that space, no interruptions, no side chats. Your focus teaches everyone else how to listen. Then we have A for ask gently. This is such a subtle but powerful skill. See, when someone shares something, your goal isn't to grill them for more information, but to help them explore their own thought a little deeper. The key here is using open-ended questions, the kind that can't be answered with a simple yes or no. And this is the perfect example. Just listen to this question. Can you tell us more about what that meant for you? It's so gentle, right? It's curious, it gives the speaker total control to share more, but only if they're comfortable. It basically says, hey, I'm listening and what you're saying matters.
R is for respond with empathy. And oh man, this is where so many good intentions can go wrong. Our natural instinct is to jump in with advice to try and fix the problem. But in a share group, your job is not to fix, it's to affirm. Simple phrases like, that sounds really difficult, or just, wow, thank you for sharing that, are way more powerful than any solution you could offer.
And finally, E is for encourage truthfully. After someone feels heard and affirmed, you can offer a gentle word of hope. This isn't about giving more advice. It's about gently pointing people toward God and his promises. You can offer a short word of hope or even a brief prayer. You're not the helper. You're just reminding them where the real help comes from. Okay, you've navigated the heart of the conversation beautifully. Now it's time to bring the plane in for a smooth landing. These last two steps are all about giving everyone a sense of closure and leaving them on a hopeful note. In step 4, the wrap-up, you'll just go around the circle and ask for one key takeaway from your time together. This really helps everyone process what they've heard and experienced. And as you're listening, keep an ear out for any common themes. You can just briefly mention them to highlight the group's shared journey. And the final step is to close in prayer. This is your chance to just gather up all the things that were shared, the good stuff, the hard stuff, and pray for the group. It's a really powerful way to end, reinforcing that what was shared is cared for and that no one is leaving alone. So we've covered the what and the how. This final section is all about the who. It's about the mindset and the posture that you bring to the table as a leader. These are your guiding principles. Think of this as your leadership cheat sheet. Your role is to guide, not dominate the conversation. Also, learn to be comfortable with silence. It's not failure, it's just space for people to think. Encourage honesty, but never, ever force someone to share. Your number one job is to protect the safety of the group. That means no gossip, no judgment. And always, always end on a hopeful, Christ-centered note. If you remember these things, you'll lead with so much grace.
So there you have it. We've walked through the entire framework. It's simple. It's clear, and it really, really works. That fear and uncertainty you might have felt before, it can be replaced by this clear plan. So the only real question left is this. Now that you have the tools, whose story will you help create a space for? Whose voice needs to be heard?